Good day, kings and queens. This video is titled, I tried out being a raw vegan for a day. See what I ate. Okay, so I've been wanting to try out this raw vegan thing for a while. I admire raw vegans a whole lot. It's very challenging to be a raw vegan. Basically, raw vegans, they do not eat anything that isn't all natural from the earth. And they do not change the molecular, that's a tongue twister, the molecular structure of their food, meaning they eat it raw. It's not cooked at all. And, I want to try it out. I know it's great for your health and your energy. And I just wanted to take you on a journey with me. So come along and see what I ate for today. And if I'm still going to be hungry after, and how much my energy increased. Come along with me. Okay, kings and queens, so we're going to do a salad, a very tasty salad. Basically, I just had a spring mix. It's just salad, different kinds of salad is in here. I want to fill this up about halfway, a little bit more than halfway, because I have quite a few ingredients to put in it. So I'm just gonna break it up. This particular mix, I have baby lettuce, baby leaf greens, and radish, the little purple kind, which I can't really pronounce it, but it's this here. Let's put a few more in there. Another bandit. Save the rest for another day. Okay, we're going to set our mix to the side. I'm going to start cutting up an apple to give it a little sweetness. This particular apple is a, I think this is a Gala apple. I took the sticker off. Just wash it and put a little sweetness in there. So I'm going to cut up about maybe a little less than a fourth. I'm going to keep the skin on because that's where a lot of the nutrients are. So even if a little seed get in there, there's a lot of nutrients in the seed. As much stuff as we're going to put in it, you're not even going to taste it anyway. So I say, hey, might as well get the nutrients from the seed as well. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to leave it kind of chunky. Just put me a little apple in there. So I just sprinkled that around the salad. Next, I'm going to put a little red bell pepper. Again, just to give it a little sweetness. Just putting a little bit of this in here. Now you can't take all the seeds out if you want, but again, if a couple get in there, it's not going to hurt you. Now I need to hurry up and use this because this bell pepper is starting to wilt. So this is a good way to use up those vegetables in your refrigerator. Just going to add a little bit of that into there. Next thing, I'm going to use a few of these tomatoes. This brand is pretty sweet. I like the sweeter tomatoes. So as you see, I'm kind of building up using a little bit of the sweet ingredients first. It really doesn't matter how you put it in there, but I don't want to be cutting my apple after I cut my onion. And these little rinse, and I'm just going to put about 3 of them inside of here. Cut them as big or small as you like. I'm just gonna toss that in there as well. Next, I'm going to cut up just a little onion. This is a yellow onion. The yellow onions are a little bit sweeter. Since I have so many greens in my salad mix, I wanted to make sure I had enough sweetness to kind of balance out the salad. Because we want to be healthy, but we also want it to taste good. So that's a good contrast to kind of balance it out a little bit. I'm just cutting these a little bit finer so I could taste it in every little bunch. Every little bite have a little bit of onion in there for a little bit of kick, sweet and tart kick. Okay. This is nutritional yeast. Basically, vegans use this in substitute of cheese. So we're going to put some of this in here. It's going to give you that cheese taste. Now, you could add as much or as little. People usually tend to use a lot of this because it is the cheese taste. So like I said, as much or as little as you like. Just got some cheap Italian seasoning. Give me a little flavor. More herbs in there. Like a little garlic powder. Just sprinkle that over it. Okay, y'all. Now, my nuts. Walnuts. This is one of the only nuts that's really approved on the Dr. Sebi's list. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that in there. This particular one I have half and wholes. I'm sorry, half pieces. So I'm just going to crunch some up in there. Give you that nice little crunch. And these walnuts are so freaking good for us. So if you don't care for walnuts, because it is an acquired taste, put it in a salad. You can barely taste it. Or just eat it by itself. However you can, get them in there. Get them in there. Next, a little pink Himalayan sea salt. Some of the best salt you can have is pink Himalayan sea salt. So, now I want a little flavor, so I'm just gonna grind a little bit of this up in there, just a little bit. gonna move this to the side because we're gonna put a little lemon because we have to make the dressing. Just squeeze me some lemon in there. Now, if you like a lot of dressing like I do, you can use the bigger part of the lemon, or you can use a whole lemon, half a lemon, whatever to your tasting. Try to get all that juice out of there. I think I got pretty much all of it out of there. Okay. So I'm just gonna pour all of that lemon juice over my salad. And last but not least, to build that salad dressing, I'm using some extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. It's best if you could get the cold press, if not, just use some olive oil. And just sprinkle it over there. If you like a little dressing, you're not going to use as much as I do, but like I said, I like dressing. And then you have all of those seasonings in there, so it's going to work really, really nicely. And it's all going to come together. And just give it a little toss. I'm just gonna give it a little toss here. And that's it for the salad. Now on the side, I'm going to have some artichoke hearts. These are marinated. This is my first time trying this brand, but I always love doing marinated artichoke hearts. And I'm going to have that on the side of my salad. This is how it looks. I'm just going to do a few because I have a pretty big salad right there. And with my water and juice, I'll be pretty full. And that's it. This next meal, I can't take credit for, kings and queens. I actually saw a YouTuber some time ago do this. So shout out to her. I forgot her name. But I said I wanted to try this out because she ate it and it just looked so good. And I said, let's try that out. So we have an avocado, which is good for all natural fat. Not the best with avocados, but basically you're gonna take the avocado, pop the little inside out. I'm trying to pop it a certain way because I'm going to use the avocado inside as a like a little cup. So just pop that out of there. Now what you're going to do next is you're going to scoop all of the avocado out. The trick is to try to keep the shell from tearing. So try to go as far on the outside as you can. Oh, that was a pretty good job. So you kind of want it hollow like that. Okay. Do the same thing with the next one. Get you a big enough spoon, get in there. Bingo. So you're going to just leave that there. Next thing, we're going to be using some kimchi. This is kimchi. Now, this is kimchi you could buy in the store. I bought this at the health food store. Basically, it's just cabbage and it has different herbs and spices in it. So let me see if I can open this up for a minute here. So you just want to take the kimchi and we're going to put some right there on the side. Now, the lady, she used quite a bit of kimchi. I guess she really liked kimchi. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to taste it as I go. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on here. Just a little bit because the kimchi, I already have a little salt in it already. So basically you get in there with your hands, blend it all together, smush it. This would be fun probably to do with some kids or something. They could get their hands dirty. Okay, so I mixed all this kimchi up. And after you smash it all, it kind of looks like this. You're going to take your empty shell. Just fill it. That way, some people might not have containers. You never know a person's situation. You can use the shell as your container. Or if you just want to be cute and serve it to somebody. Isn't that a great presentation? Just to serve it inside of the shell. Now you will have extra because, you know, the kimchi, you know, made more than what the shell holds. So I'm just going to fill this up. Just fill it up like so. I'm going to kind of pack it in there pretty good. Make sure you all taste it before you pack it inside so you can know if you need any more salt. You don't need spices because the kimchi has plenty of spices. So I just put that to the side there. And I'm just having the artichokes that I have with the other meal. I'm just adding it on the side. Let's put some of that on the side. And that's it. I'm going to show you dessert. Now for the dessert, all I did was cut up the rest of the apple I had from earlier. I sprinkled some cinnamon over the rest of it. And on the side there for my dipping sauce, I used this organic raw unfiltered honey. It is so delicious, you all, and it's so good for you. So that's it for this one. Okay, kings and queens, so I have kale greens. Now, I was also supposed to pick up some collard greens to make some wraps. But I only had the kale, and you know the kale does not fold to make wraps like a taco. So I just used the kale greens here, and I used all the ingredients from earlier, so less waste. And we made it into a salad. So I have the artichokes there, the kimchi. I added some of the red bell peppers. I added a lot of nutritional yeast. You know, that's like the cheese. And I used some taco sauce. And I made it into like a little taco salad. And I also used some fresh onions and put in there. And then for my drink, see all of that good pulp in there? I used freshly squeezed lemon. And I used some water. I used this water, pH 10, very clean water. Really good water, some of the best, especially when you're making some drinks like this. And I wanted to keep it really clean, so instead of sugar, I use this here, light blue agave. It's all natural. This is all natural instead of using the sugar. Well, I thank you all, kings and queens, for going on this journey with me. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And love is the main key. Talk to you all in the next video.